some, I've got the dog dish caps that I'm going to put on my model, and I want them to be chrome, and the way they come in the kit is just white plastic. So you've got to paint them, you've got to chrome them yourself. Well, there is probably no better chrome spray than alclad, or it's actually, to be more specific, alclad 2 lacquer. Alclad 2 lacquer is the name of the company, so don't be confused, because not all of their products are lacquer. That is the name of the company. Alclad 2 lacquer is the name of the company. So that creates a lot of confusion. As a matter of fact, this product here is not a pure lacquer. There's alcohol, acetone. I don't know what all they have in this stuff, but it's very thin. It's very acidic. But anyway, it's the killer product as far as any spray that you could come up with to spray a chrome finish. The Alclad 2 lacquer brand chrome is probably the best stuff. And the thing about that is you've got to spray it over a gloss black enamel. It doesn't have to be an enamel. You can spray it over primer or whatever you want to. But to get the best results, you need to spray an enamel black, and it bites into it and it does the best job. Now this is gloss black enamel from Alclad. This is their base. Very thin. And again, this is not a lacquer. It's called Alclad 2 lacquer, but this is actually an enamel black base. So to save a lot of confusion for you guys watching, this is the name of the company, but that doesn't mean it's the product, okay? Alright, I don't know what it is. It's an acetone alcohol base. It's very thin. Anyway, I just sprayed the part with I sprayed the white plastic parts, cleaned them up, cut them from the tree, and I sprayed them with the Alclad 2 lacquer enamel black base, okay? So, yeah, it's confusing, guys, but just pay attention. Now, I'll tell you right now, you don't have to use this. You don't have to use this. The main importance of using the Alclad Chrome is that you have a very smooth, blemish-free base on your part, and that it's black. Okay? The other big key to spraying this stuff is that you spray it very, very lightly at very low pressure. I wouldn't spray any more than 15 psi through an airbrush, if that. More closer to 10 psi. Very light mist coats, as light as you can get, because the stuff's very thin. Trust me, it will spray at 10 psi, no problem. It's like a very thin mist. That's the key, because some of this black, the black has to telegraph through the chrome in order to give it that real shine. If you just sprayed and kept spraying, it will get duller and duller and duller if you spray too much on there, and it'll just be a silver or aluminum looking color. It won't have that high chrome shine. You know, there's no use in spraying black if you're going to lay down the Alclad real thick. You've got to let it just put enough on that the black still has an effect on the finish, okay? That black shining through the bottom gives it that chrome reflective mirror finish, alright? So just keep that in mind, as light as possible. When you're spraying this stuff, spray it as light as possible. Okay, I dialed down my air pressure. I'm still using my same airbrush. This stuff is really thin. Mix it up. Okay, this is the Alclad 2 Chrome. Poured a little bit in, just a dab. Oh Lord, I poured way too much in. But anyway, here we go. The key is to spray it in very, very light. So just barely, you probably can't even see it on the paper. I can see paint coming out, but you can barely see it. As light as you can possibly get. Okay? Just barely spray. Very light. Now, can you see already? Can you see the sheen? Okay? But it looks like black chrome. So, I mean, I'm not finished, but I'm just trying to express how lightly you have to spray for this product to work for you. Very, very light. The black has to actually shine through, or you're just wasting your time. You could spray any color. It could be red, blue, green, primer, doesn't matter. There's a reason that you have to spray a black down. And just if you keep that in mind, that I don't want to totally cover the black, I just want to lightly put a mist over the black, and that's how you get the alclad to work for you. What messes people up is because in most cases, the more colors, the more coverage you put, the better the color looks, the better it pulls through, and the better it shines. When it comes to these kind of paints, it's the total opposite. The less you put, the less you can put on there, the more it comes through and looks like chrome. So I'm going to give it one more little, I mean, I have barely just catching the edges now. It is coming out so light you can barely even tell that anything's coming out of the airbrush, but I can see it when it hits the part. Just barely. It's an actual process. You can't do it in one coat. You've just got to mist and just keep misting and mist it a little bit more, and then stop, because it's real kind of weird. What'll happen is when you look at the part, you'll mist it on and it looks kind of spattery. It's so light and spattery. If you wait just like half a minute, all of a sudden it looks chrome. The stuff flows and it seeps and flows. So that's the key. I'm finished. I'm not going to put another drop on these. And they're as chrome as a chrome part off a chrome tree, pretty much. Pretty darn close to it. But anyway, that's the key. The big key to spraying alclad, as light as possible. You can't tell by looking at it, but that black is still is having an effect on your paint, and that's what you want. That's what gives it that chrome look, that mirror chrome look. If I was to go on and keep on spraying, it'd start getting duller and duller and duller. You gotta just spray as light as you possibly can. Stop, let it flow, look at it. Do I need just a little, if I miss some areas or something, and then just very, very lightly. It is so light, it's almost ridiculous how light you have to spray this stuff. But anyway, that's spraying alclad chrome. And I know my camera sucks, but that's the way you do it. Just keep in mind, it's not like other paints where the more you spray or the better coat you lay on, the more shinier and the better it looks. This is the total opposite. The less you can put on, just keep putting, just don't even try to put on a wet coat or anything like that. A light mist, and keep on just the lightest, tiniest mist, and then just stop. When you think you've almost got enough, stop, wait a minute, because it will flow. It will kind of all of a sudden, before your eyes, it'll shine up and turn to this chrome. It's really magical almost. And that's it. Stop. You know, and there you go. I've got my chrome dog dishes. And that's spraying alclad, at least my way of doing it. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.